Welcome back to German Treasures. Today we've got one of those pieces that almost never shows up on a show like this. The kind of cross you expect locked behind glass with a security guard. So buckle in, because this isn't just another valuation. It's the kind of moment where either we make show history or someone walks away having severely underestimated what they've been keeping in a jewelry box. And please don't forget that I am translating every line by myself and that the dubbed speakers are not perfect.
A very good day to you. What's your name?
My name is Stephanie.
Stephanie, welcome. Oh, Cosima, that's a beautiful name. What do you two do in everyday life, besides getting married sometime soon?
I am currently going to school for law.
Law. And what does your mother do?
I am a nurse and working with my husband in his practice.
And then I would also... Holy cannonball. Jesus, that is one massive cross.
Right from the get-go, it's clear we're dealing with a pretty special cross today. Honestly, probably even more special than any of us could have imagined.
Where did you find that thing?
So it was first inherited by my aunt from an old lady she accompanied to church on Sundays. And then this lady left it to her as a bequest. And then it was inherited again by her sister, who adopted me. And that's how it came into my possession.
So it really was an old lady who was accompanied to church, yes? And out of gratitude in the end, you inherit such a masterpiece. You should bring far more people to church. This is unbelievable.
Just look at the size of that thing and imagine for a second those are real diamonds. Because if this piece is authentic and actually complete, you're looking at something most collectors will never see in person. Honestly, something they wouldn't even dare to dream of.
It's incredibly beautiful, but certainly neither a normal brooch nor a pendant, right? My wife also has a cross, but nothing like this one. It looks extremely heavy.
But it is a pendant, Horst.
Oh, it is a pendant.
It's not a simple piece of jewelry. It is a breast cross, a so-called pectoral, that you actually hung on a chain and put around the neck. It is in fact fully set with diamonds. Diamonds in the so-called Mazarin cut, around 40 carats.
Wow.
What I also find very interesting are the larger stones in the so-called Peruzzi cut. And this cut was invented shortly before 1700.
Actually, a pectoral cross is not meant to be pretty in the traditional sense. It is meant to represent office, authority, and identity. When the first mention of diamond weight comes out, you can almost hear the audience recalibrating what they thought they were about to see.
Here, these triangular corner pieces with so-called pod-shaped foliage around them, they are box settings and so-called closed settings. Therefore, you can clearly date the framing to around 1700. The whole thing is only a framing and specifically for the central cross here. This plain cross is like a window of rock crystal, and behind it you can clearly see there are wood splinters.
Does this mean it's broken?
Well, let's take a look at the back of the cross. Here there is a gold setting and, as you can see, a lid. And you can lift this lid and behind it there is a lacquer seal. And the seal in turn fastens a so-called sealing ribbon, which was guided through the frame here and fixed. And both ribbon and seal are completely intact. On the coat of arms you can clearly see all these elements. And up here we have a lily, which is a general saint's attribute. Under it we have a fish, and the fish is the symbol of Christianity. And beneath that, you can truly see two keys. And they are the keys of the Apostle Peter and the symbol of the binding authority of the Pope, who sees himself in Peter's succession.
I mean, just looking at this seal, this is moving from interesting to extraordinary. That rock crystal window changes everything, because now the object is not simply decorated, it is functioning as a true reliquary. A sealed back is the antique's equivalent of a locked door that still has the original key. When the ribbon and seal are still intact, you basically have a guarantee that the object stayed untouched.
The seal clearly indicates here the correlation to Pope Clement IX and holy relics. This here guarantees that these are pieces of wood from the true cross of Jesus Christ.
Haida, well, that is a world sensation.
That's quite magnificent indeed.
I'm staying relatively calm for the moment because this really makes me very, very reverent.
We're talking here about an age of over 300 years.
I am lost for words. Unbelievable. Now I'm pretty flattened. I have never been allowed to see something like that in my life. Now my question, did you have any idea at all what you have there? Did you roughly know the age? Did you know it could have something to do with a pope?
Well, we originally had received a handwritten note with it, which dated it to around 1790 to 1805.
Well, that's going to add another 100 years on top of that, right?
Okay, so it actually took me a moment to realize that this cross actually includes real pieces of the cross of Jesus Christ, something I didn't even know would exist. You can also hear the respect in the host's voice, and it has less to do with potential money than with what this object represents.
So yes, it was a pontifical office breast cross. Something that, first of all, not everyone could afford. Only a bishop of means could afford it. And bishops, of course, came from the nobility, and also brought private wealth with them. That roughly corresponded to buying a small church. I mean, mind you, I am only talking about the splinters.
Just the splinters, you say?
Yes, just the splinters were worth that much. The outer frame was made according to his taste, in the fashion of the time.
Okay, girls, it is time. How much money are you trying to get out of it?
Now, before we get into the actual numbers, I want everyone to really think about what's sitting here on the table. You've got a diamond-covered cross that supposedly contains splinters from the cross of Jesus Christ. Honestly, if that's true, my gut says that a few €100,000 wouldn't even feel crazy, right?
It's very difficult to estimate. From a pure material value, I would already say between 15 and 17,000 euros. So in total, we were hoping to get closer towards 25 to 30,000 euros for this piece.
25 to 30,000 euros, you say?
Seriously? 30,000 euros for this piece? How on earth does someone put a price that low on a relic like this? I'm honestly kind of lost for words.
You better start bringing older ladies to their Sunday churches as well.
You are completely right with your estimation of the value of the stones that come together here. But I would go much higher with the total estimate. Much higher, even if the market for sacred objects has collapsed. There are still lovers for such an extraordinary piece. Altogether, I would appraise the cross at 60,000 to 80,000 euros.
Wow, I am almost passing out. That's insane.
Girls, please don't pass out. I know this is very exciting. Keep breathing. This piece is unbelievable, and I still can't fathom it. I wish you best of luck with the dealers. Thank you for stopping by.
Guys, I don't want to sound emotional here, and I certainly don't know when this episode was filmed. But how can a unique relic like this not be worth more than 80,000 euros? I mean, Jesus. The bad part is that the dealers will also probably try to lowball her in the end.
Welcome, please come forward. Small but fine. Thank you very much. Whoa. Woo. I am rarely speechless.
Perhaps a relic?
There is a seal, and the seal is an imperial orb. That could be something royal, perhaps.
Not quite royal. It is papal. The seal is to be assigned to Clement IX.
When was he alive?
1606 to 1669, I think.
Oh, wow, so it's really old then.
How did you find this piece?
I inherited it.
Now I have one more question. So this seal itself is for a relic, correct? For what relic exactly?
It holds 3 pieces of the cross of Jesus Christ.
For real?
Yes, 3 in total.
These are old cut diamonds. It's at least 25 carats, maybe even more. What did the experts say?
Yes, we know for a fact that it's 40 carats exactly.
40 carats? Wow.
I mean, even to the naked eye, it's obvious the dealers have never seen anything like this. And how could they? You can practically see the numbers running through their heads, the small fortunes they'd have to scrape together just to have a shot at landing it. But hey, there's still hope. If Cosima and Stephanie get the room going and the bidding turns into a full-blown frenzy, they might actually score big, right?
It looks as if it was taken from a crown. Yes, really. There are crowns from which objects like this get removed. But 40 carats, man.
And the wood fragments are from the cross of Jesus Christ?
Yes, the seal guarantees for that.
I am really speechless. This piece is an absolute highlight. Also with very high quality stones for the time especially. That's just... I am literally lost of words. Insane. No words for that.
Where was that hidden over the centuries through all the crusades and through all the wars in general? They all were looking for relics like this. Insane.
Yes, that would be really interesting to know.
Well, yeah, no words for that. I am speechless. I have never seen anything close to that.
I mean, 40-carat diamonds is already an incredible amount of money, even without all the history surrounding this piece.
And if they are really of the cross of Jesus Christ, wow, a highlight indeed. Thank you for coming by today. This is really amazing.
So, Waldy, you can certainly start with your €80 bid.
So I'm definitely starting 5-digit. 10,000 euros.
Well, that's already high.
What should one say to an object like this? There is no price for that.
Okay, 10,000 euros. Not exactly impressive, but of course the dealers are going to start as low as they can. They want this for as little money as possible. If they keep circling in the 10,000 euro range though, there's still hope this relic can break out and climb to a record number once the serious bidding kicks in.
Well, I love it, and I am Catholic. I do 11,000 euros.
I do 12,000.
13,000.
14,000. 16,000.
20,000.
22,000.
23,000. I have never seen something like this. I'm flashed. Young people say that today, right?
Wonderful object, truly gigantic.
I'm leading with 23,000.
Not anymore. 25,000.
25,500.
26,000.
Suzanne.
Oh man, it's really not looking great if we're being honest. They're not even at 30,000 euros and they're already slowing down. At this point, Cosima might need to seriously rethink the whole plan.
What did the expert say concerning the expected value? I'm curious whether I go into 5-digit debt bidding for it or not.
Now, based on the material, the evaluation has already been reached. With the actual value, however, we are still very far away. Very, very far away.
So what was the expected value?
60 to 80,000 euros.
Then there's still room to go.
I continue with 30,000.
Would you already want to sell for 30,000 euros? Suzanne.
What's your limit, Wolfgang?
So I have to honestly say, my limit was at 25,000, and now I am already at 30.
Well, that's reassuring for me.
As you know, you should never count me out. I change my opinion in a flash.
Just like myself.
I know, we are really very similar.
What do we think about 40,000 euros?
Cosima, at 40,000 euros, you shouldn't be negotiating. You should be calling security because this isn't a sale anymore. It's a mugging with better lighting.
50,000. And we have a deal.
$42,000 is my last offer.
$42,000. What do you think? Okay, let's do it.
Wonderful.
Thanks a lot.
And the 35,000 euros follow via bank transfer.
Have a great day.
I honestly can't believe that just happened. How do you let a piece like this go for 42,000 euros? Is it greed? Is it panic? What is it? It's unreal. And of course, the dealer is having the day of her life.
Come here and let me hug you. Congratulations.
I have no words for this.
It was very special to even see it, not even to mention holding it in our own hands.
Congratulations.
Wow, this is insane. It doesn't feel real.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. That is a piece where, as a dealer, your heart really opens up. You search your whole life for something like that. The needle in the haystack. And yes, I found it this evening. I am incredibly happy. I simply lack the words.
Let me read a few comments from the original video. They could have been set for life, but instead they sold it for 42,000 euros. Anytime I make a dumb decision, I come back to this video and instantly feel better. And the final price is basically a mid-range car with mediocre features. Ouch. I couldn't agree more. How do you feel about this sale? Because I'm still a bit furious, to be honest. Make sure to leave a like and tell me your thoughts in the comments. These episodes take days for me to put together, and if you want to see more, that support genuinely helps a lot. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.